Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video, as you can tell by the title, about lazy days. We all had those days where, we either don't have the time to go through the whole, hair routine, or we just don't feel like it because it's just very time consuming. Face it, being in a hair journey is a time consuming thing because you have to dedicate that time to your hair, to nurture it, to feed it, to treat it gently, and do things to it to keep it at a healthy state. And that takes time, but in reality, we don't always have that time, or we don't always feel like investing that time. So I've had many of those myself, and I wanted to find ways for me not to feel so bad when that happens, because that's just a normal thing for you to not have time or not feel like dealing with the whole big routine on a certain day. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I do to kind of compensate for not going through the whole routine. It certainly doesn't replace your regimen, because being, faithful with your regimen is what's going to get you to your goals, to where you want to be with your hair. But like I said before, it is inevitable for it to happen that one day you just can't do it, or you just don't feel like it and you need a break. So I kind of wanted to find certain ways to compensate for that, and I wanted to share with you guys what I do. These are things that work for me. It doesn't necessarily have to work for other people, but it's a nice thing to share. And if you guys have any suggestions, I will appreciate any comments or suggestions that you have. Write them down below. Okay, so let me start. As always, I have some notes here so that I don't forget some points that I wanted to say. So I'm going to go through like a lazy wash day, let's say, when I don't feel like pre-pooing, or I don't have the time to pre-poo. So what I do in those days is that I will either co-wash so that I don't strip my hair of, too much of its natural oils, and I don't end up with, very over-dried hair, or I use a moisturizing shampoo. Co-washing, you can use, any moisturizing conditioner that you prefer. There's so many that, you have a wide range variety. For the moisturizing shampoo, I like to use my Cream of Nature, the original formula. And this shampoo is very moisturizing for my hair, and I really, really like this. So when I don't have time to pre-poo and I feel like I need to wash my hair with shampoo, then I would use Cream of Nature, okay? Or, I would also use some of my shampoo bars, but most likely it will be my Cream of Nature, all right? And then when you don't have time to deep condition, or again, you don't feel like deep conditioning for a longer period of time, I usually deep condition anywhere from 45 minutes, half an hour, to even 3 hours to overnight. So when I don't have the time for that, then I like to use, I always keep on hand some deep conditioners which instructions call for a minimum, amount of time. Like for example, this humectant, the ones I'm going to show you just happen to be moisturizing shampoos, but you can also do that with any protein shampoo that instructs, a minimum amount of time. But this one is the Silk Warm Deep Treatment, okay, and it's supposed to be a humectant for the hair, all right, and it does have some silk protein in it, and then it also has coconut oil and some other things, but it acts as a moisturizer on my hair. And the instructions call for it to be left on for 5 minutes and then wash it out. Another one that I have is the garlic conditioner, okay, and this one is also a moisturizing conditioner. It has no protein in it, and this one calls for it to be left for 1 minute in the hair. So what I do is I just put these on while I'm taking, finishing up the shower. I have a shower cap with that on, and then once I take it off, then I rinse it out. I'm sure that if I left these on for longer period of time, which I do when I normally deep condition, I'm sure you get much better results. But on a lazy day, at least you're getting some type of deep conditioning in, and if the instructions call for that little bit amount of time, then the product must do something at that time, you know what I mean? So at least you're doing something to your hair. Then after you wash out your deep conditioner, then what I do is, because of not deep conditioning for a long period of time, I like to always use some type of leave-in that has some strengthening properties. So one favorite of mine that I like to use is my Cantu Shea Butter, and it's a leave-in conditioner repair cream. It stops and mends hair breakage, leaves hair soft, shiny, and manageable. Formulated for severely damaged, dry, or coarse hair. So I like to use this because I feel as though you're still getting some kind of strengthening treatment in your hair without deep conditioning for such a long time. And what I do with my Cantu Shea Butter is that I mix it up with oils. So this one right here is mixed in with avocado oil. Of course, you're not going to be able to see it, but it does make the mixture a bit runnier, and I mix it in with that, and I like to put that into my hair. Alright, and then I just go on about styling. I usually, when I don't do all the steps of my routine, then I try to avoid any type of heat. So I do not place any type of heat on my hair when I don't follow the whole routine. Okay? Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry. So what I usually do is just either do braid outs or air dry, and then go about wrapping up my hair for the night or whatever. Okay. As far as moisturizing and conditioning and sealing is concerned, when let's say in the nighttime, you don't feel like going through the whole routine of moisturizing and sealing. So my go-to moisturizer for everyday use or every other day use is the Herbal Essence Long-Term Relationship. I prefer the original formula. This is the new formula. Okay, but what I've done with this is that I've mixed this up with my favorite oil, which is coconut oil. So I place coconut oil inside this to make its moisturizing properties to enhance it. And so it also helps out when I don't feel like moisturizing and sealing my whole hair by steps, like just using the moisturizer and then using the oil. I already have them mixed up together, so I just have to pump it in my hand and just proceed to put it on my hair, and then I'm ready to go for the night. Okay, as far as nighttime and wrapping your hair or doing something to keep your hair contained when you're sleeping so that you don't incur breakage and things like that, when I don't want to wrap up my hair, and it takes some time to do that, what I do is I just grab my hair up in a ponytail, and I will use something like this that doesn't have any type of metals or anything like that, preferably of silk material. But these right here, I believe this is like polyester, but it's like a very soft polyester type of thing. So I use these, and I only go around like twice, so it's not tension at all. You don't want to make it tight at all because you're going to bed. So I just go around it, I think it's just once basically, and then I'll take my ends and I'll curl them up, and I'll place one of these to hold it. Okay, I love these things because they usually don't snag on your hair, as long as you grab it, you know, the correct way. But they're really good about not snagging on your hair, as opposed to bobby pins, where sometimes bobby pins do break off my hair. And then after I do that with the ponytail and I wrap up my ends to keep my ends protected, I use this satin bonnet, and that's how I just go to sleep. You know, I love this satin bonnet. It doesn't come off my head at all. Okay, I have like 3 of these different colors and stuff, because it really fits snug in my head, but it's not tight, you know, and it won't slip off your hair. So I basically use this even when I don't have a lazy day. But for my lazy days, this works great. Alright, so those are some things that, you know, really help me get by, so that I don't, you know, cause a lot of damage to my hair when I don't feel like, you know, doing anything with it. And I mean, face it, I'm sure that we all go through it, and it's just good to know that at least you didn't cause too much regression in your regimen, in your journey, by being lazy on those days. Alright, so I hope this video helped you out in some way, and if you have, like I said, any suggestions for me, I would appreciate it. I'm always open for more, to learn more about how to keep my hair in a healthy state as possible. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.